Oh, yeah. Feels good. What's up, guys? I don't even want to do an intro on this one because it might not go public. I will just wait for people to join in if they do. What's up? What's up? What's up? That cord looks pretty bad back there. Whatever. Is this thing on? All right. Usually there's people in here. Oh, hey, Chad. What's up, man? You're the first one. I was wondering if anybody was going to show up. Oh, there's a couple people. When's the next live show or video? Now. What's up, guys? I'm not really doing an intro or anything. I just wanted to pop in and chat about what's been going on because there's a lot changing. So I'm just going to kind of hang out in here and wait and see if I can get some people in here and we'll talk about what's going on. What's up, Travis? Yeah, usually got a couple people in here by now. I guess it is Saturday night, a little bit later than usual, but we'll just wait a little bit. How you guys doing? I've been busy. Busy. I'm going to pull up just in case. I don't think anything's really changed. It's not really about that tonight, but I might as well look it up while people are coming in. What's up, guys? Welcome. I clicked on the wrong thing. I'm doing good, Chad. I am. I'm doing good. And y'all will find out why here pretty soon. It might kind of surprise some of you, but it's okay. Yeah, what's up, Travis? I know it's been a while. That's why I was like, man, I gotta just pop on, even though I should be spending time with my wife or something like that right now. I just wanted to pop on and say hey and tell you guys about to drop that bombshell. Boom! MK6 guy on the inside already knows what's up. Probably be seeing a little bit more of him too, because now he'll know some shit. Got a few people in here. If there's anybody in here that I'm supposed to be getting prizes out to, I just want to apologize if you'll understand why. I've had a lot going on and I just haven't had time to get them out. I will. I haven't really updated anything, and I'm hoping I can do a video tomorrow on maybe a little bit, maybe more on what's going on. And then it'll just kind of be like a, update for the people that didn't catch the live stream. So what's up, Daily Driven? So yeah, you're one of them too, man. I'm just trying to get these. You'll see why. I haven't got any of the drawings out, or whatever you want to call them. I can't even talk now. The raffles or whatever, I've got them all lined up. I just haven't had time to get them out, but I will. I haven't forgot about you guys. All right, now we started to get some people in here. So I'm still going to hang out a little bit and see kind of when it peaks a little bit, but we can just kind of hang out and chill. I'm going to look up just to make sure nothing has changed. If I get my price, my 55, I'll be good. All right, you will. They haven't changed any of the lease stuff like all month. Yeah, it's still the same. This is probably the longest I've ever seen them go without changing it. Excuse me. It's been the same since the 6th of February. So whatever I did back in the 6th of February, it's still the same. But I'd be more than happy to answer some questions about that while I am talking. But I'm going to kind of get out what's going on and fill you guys in. Hello, I remember me and you raced a GTO with your SRT4. What were you driving? I remember you raced a GTO with your SRT4. What's up, Ronnie? Is the SRT4 still alive? No. Well, it is. It's out there somewhere, but I lost contact with the person who owns it, and that's a long story, which I've been trying to reconnect with them. But sorry, you come from Germany? Oh, I don't know. Should I know who you are? I don't really know who you are. Or what? Were you racing with us, or what? Or you just remember me from the video of me racing that GTO, because that got really popular like a decade ago. One of my it wasn't even meant to be a viral. It was just me posting a video of me racing a GTO, and I got like 500,000 views. But that was before YouTube was monetized, or I was even trying to get subscribers. It was just I just posted videos up there for my friends to watch them. But that was a long time ago. I sold that SRT4 back in 2014, and I sold to a local guy who knew all about it, and he's like, "Oh, thank you so much for selling it to me. You're more than welcome to come over and drive it whenever you want. Hang out." And I was like, "All right, cool, man. I'd like to have it hang around." And dude like ragged it in like a few months. Look, keep in mind I had this thing for 10 years and never had problems with it. He somehow ragged it in like less than 6 months and then sold it and didn't even tell me like where he sold it, who he sold it to. So I lost track of where it went. And because I had this little inkling, like maybe like later down, years to come, I might buy it back from somebody as a project. And I did a Carfax and used my kind of dealer, tools to find out where it is. And I actually have the person's address. But I don't know how to really approach it without being too sketchy. Like, hey, I used to own your car. Can we talk about it? Like I don't know like what to, without like breaking rules or like laws or anything like that, how to do it. But I really would like to contact him and see, hey, if you're going to sell it, or, what's going on with it, or how does it look now? Is it even the same? Was it run? I don't know. But it was registered in November of 2018 in Florida. So it is still out there somewhere. Yeah, that's another thing. People that are emailing me, again, this is why I'm doing this video. I apologize. You'll know why here in just a second. I'm gonna try to bang them out this next week, and I'm gonna have to, because you'll see why. Okay, so there's enough people in here right now that I'll just kind of tell you. I'm not going to be working for the dealership any longer. And I know that might kind of freak a lot of like half my subscribers out, because that's what a lot of my channel is about. The other half is here for the car too. So, I mean, not a big deal. But yeah, I have chosen another career path that is going to work out for a number of reasons. So, yeah, I just won't be working for a dealership anymore. So it's not that I couldn't really do videos on car advice, but I won't be able to do up-to-date videos on leasing and things like that. So the car business is something that's just kind of always with you. And I'll be still in tight with some of the people there. I haven't really got to that point yet, but I might be able to still get like current residuals. Like I might just have him send me the monthly report or something like that. But I'm no longer going to be working in the car business. So yeah, just to let you know what I'm doing, I came from a wireless background. Somebody who's known me since high school has their parents or family has owned a local wireless business here in town for a long time, and he's been trying to get me to work for him for quite some time, and doing government accounts. So like I'll be taking care of most of the or a section of the east coast of Florida for first responders. So basically, EMS, fire departments, police departments, and school boards, any kind of communication that they use, whether it be their two-way radios, from the dispatch when people call 911, the consoles, the whole shebang solution is called Motorola Solutions, and I'll actually be doing that. I'll be their rep. So he's offered me basically a lot more time with my family and a lot more money, and giving me a car allowance, giving me a laptop, giving me a cell phone, paying for my health insurance, better salary, better commission. I mean, it's like it was pretty much a no-brainer. And I'll never work a weekend, and I'll pretty much never be home after 5 o'clock. And I've never had that before. So I've pretty much made the decision that I'd be stupid to at least not try this. So that is what I'll be doing. So, and I might make a few videos on that and just see if people find it interesting, because it's not something that the public really sees or knows about, because I will not be helping the general public. It'll all be, like I said, first responders, and I'll be dealing with the top dogs of all of the, first responder type things and school boards and things like that. So it might be neat, it's a different side of tech, it's like a lot of tech that the public doesn't really get to see because it's behind the scenes, and it seems like some really neat stuff. And if I can get my hands on it and he's cool with me kind of sharing some of it with you guys, I don't mind, because there might be some first responders out there and they might want to take advantage of some of these tools in the program. It's the best in the market. The military just signed a $495 million contract to use the same technology. So it's the best on the market, and that's pretty much what I will be managing and taking care of. So I'll kind of keep you guys up to date on that. I've already lost like 6 people. But anyway, before I leave, which is going to be on the 9th, the 9th will be my last day. I'm going to try to, respond and bang out all the emails, but just don't expect me to really try to start, diving deep into a deal. But if you've got some questions or whatever, I'll try to knock them out for you. But I won't be doing any more of that stuff. So the good thing is, though, if I do obviously start making more money and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff, I might actually just end up saying to hell with it and, buy the Hellcat and just start modifying the shit out of it. So there'll be a lot more cool content on the car. Also, you might have seen, and for those who didn't, you saw a Scion TC next to the Hellcat, and it's nothing special. That's just basically going to be my commuter. So that's why I posted a picture. It's nothing, it's an 07 Scion TC, and I went with that because I wanted something reliable. Excuse me, because I'm going to be having to drive to the East Coast every once in a while or a couple times a week, so I can't put those miles on the Hellcat. So I got another commuter. Now I still have my Miata as well, but I'm kind of just moving the tag over to that Scion until I can get established, and then maybe be able to just afford all three on the road, that kind of thing. But anyway, so I'll be driving the TC as kind of like a daily now, because I can work from home sometimes, and I only have to drive over there if I have a meeting with my clients. So that's what's been going on. So there's been a lot I've had to sort through, a lot I've had to figure out, a lot's on my mind, and it's a lot to try to focus on everything. So that's just what I've been doing. But I'm not going anywhere. Again, sorry that I haven't responded. This is why. I've had a lot I've been trying to line up, a lot I've been trying to figure out. And on top of, let alone that happening, it's hard for me to get to everyone's questions and emails and all that, because I do a lot there at the dealership too. But promise I will crack down this week and get out all the emails and questions that you've sent my way. I'm usually pretty good about it, but this is why I've just had a little bit going on in my life. So that's basically it. And I wanted to tell you that. If you guys want to chat or whatever, that's cool. Ask me any questions. We can do that. Nothing's really changed on the leases, but I can look at Scion clickbait. Yeah, I don't think that would work too good with the Scion clickbait. I wouldn't get too many clicks unless it's MK6 guy. I'll be doing that Scion. I bought it because it had the lowest mileage. Having the Toyota engine, they seem to run forever. And at first I was looking for like a Pontiac vibe. I know, but again, Toyota, Matrix basically. So, there are tons of them in the 300,000 mile range, or high 200s hit 300,000 miles. So the Pontiac vibe or the Toyota Matrix. And of course, then you go back and forth between like an Accord or a Camry, and I'm just like, I was like, I can't just drive a stupid, boring car. So I just kept moving from one to the other and one to the other. Hell, I even considered a PT Cruiser at one time because that 2.4 engine was in the SRT4. And I mean, I beat the crap out of that car and that engine never failed. But then I was like, PT Cruisers, like it's a little odd. And then I forget, somebody said something about a Scion. I can't really remember who it was. And I was like, oh yeah, those are Toyotas too. I was like, that's a little sporty car, 2-door. I don't need 4 doors. A to B, gets good gas. If I want to screw around with a little bit here and there, I can do that. So I started looking for the Scions, and that one had it was 2007, had 112,000 miles on it. I picked it up for $3,500, and it's in good condition. The engine was completely dry, like they didn't do anything to it, and there's no drips, no leaks or anything like that. Needs tires, needs the rear bumper painted, just things that a 12-year-old car would have. It's really not that bad, but no check engine lights. I mean, the thing runs perfect. Drove it all the way back from Tampa, which is like a 2-hour drive. Drove perfect. So that's just basically what I'll be doing with that. And I'll be doing some things here and there to it, and I'll be making videos. So whatever. Jason, what's up, man? What did you miss? Well, 18 minutes. How far are you taking it, Travis? The sky is the limit. I guess it just depends on how much I actually start making. He's promised me well into the 6 figures. So, I mean, if I can double my pay, I mean, as long as I still got money to pay the bills, man, I'll just keep it going. Because I still have 2 dailies, so I can screw the heck out of that thing, and who cares? I've got 2 other cars to drive, so I'd be going pretty hard if I could. I mean, you can get into the 1,000 horsepower range without even breaking into the engine, so why not? What's up, Hero Speed? Again, people that are joining and that I haven't gotten back to, I don't really want to explain myself all over again, but I'm not going to be working at the dealership anymore in the car business. I've moved careers into something that I was kind of doing before. It's going to promise me more time with my family and more money. So that's what I'm going to be doing. That's why I have made this live stream, so you can go back and watch it again if you want to see the detail of everything that I'm going to be doing. And I still will be giving everyone's, giveaways to them and answering your questions. I'm going to get to them. I promise I will. I'm going to read some of the comments here just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, no, Miss Ale. Yeah, no, I can. Are you Miss Ale? Are you talking about? I can't remember. Are you in Florida? I didn't know. I can't. I think you're in Kissimmee area or something like that. Or is that you? I can't remember. But yeah, we can definitely get a deal put together. Or if you just want me to shoot you a number, Broward County. Yeah, okay. My bad. I'm going to. I'll get with you Monday, and if you want to forward me something or email me something Monday, so you pop back up in my at the first thing, and I'll try to get something put together for you that day since you're local. But yeah, we could easily get something put together before then. Usually only takes 48 hours, really, as long as we find something for you. What's up, Jason? I will continue to follow this evolution. Those car lectures from Manny seem to not stay in it long. Jay Williams, good question. Many salesmen seem to not stay in it too long. It's a tough business. I'll say that. And I was in it. I was in the more cushy position because I was in doing internet sales. So technically, I just was behind the computer doing all the sales. There was a number of things that I can kind of say now that made it tough for me being an internet sales manager at that dealership. Um, Going back to your initial question though, like why people sometimes don't make it in the car business is it's tough. You're competing with so many, hundreds of other dealers that are selling the same thing, and so what makes you any different than the other person? Because anybody who sells more volume can sometimes work things that you can't do as a small volume dealership. So if you're selling the exact same car, well, who cares if you're friendly and you're not? Some people don't care. They just want the best price. Like no matter what, they just want to pay the least amount. They don't care what it takes to get to it. So, they're gonna go to those dealerships that do that. And it's tough. And you could work a car deal. I've worked car deals for months and you get paid $100. So that kind of sucks. Obviously it can add up and you can get add-ons and then you get financing money and this and that and this and that. Don't get me wrong. I've made 10 grand a month in the car business. Is that every month? No. Is it possible that over time you can get your clientele to come in and you can make that kind of money every month? Yes. But it takes a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of hours, and it will never get better. So I think that can wear on a lot of people, as it did me. Being there, some of these guys work, 10, 11, 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. That's tough, especially if you have a family. You want to be with your family, but you're not. You live at the dealership and you live to sell. So it's really tough. It's a tough business. Not everybody can do it. It is not for everybody. And you've got to hustle. You've got to you can't just clock in and sit by your computer, and wait for an up to come in or mosey the lot. I mean, you've got to be hardcore trying to find out how to bring in more business to you. A lot about marketing yourself and stuff like that. So it's a tough business. It can be fruitful for the entry level person. You don't need any college degree. You don't need anything like that, but it's rough. It's a tough business. It's funny you say that, daily driven. Yeah, with a new job, honestly, I mean, if it really does go the way he tells me, who knows what I'll be driving pretty soon. I won't, in my mind, I have to be driving the Scion too long. I can drive it all I want daily. Thank you, Eurospeed. I'm looking forward to it. And okay, how are leasing on the 2019 wide body Challengers? Haley and Casey, the wide bodies are really tough. And I don't know if you've caught this in my other videos. But the wide bodies are so tough to lease because any decent lease you take on a wide body, the kit's $6,000. So, excuse me, the kit is $6,000. So, in leasing terms, on normal leasing terms, that's right around $25 to $30 extra per 1,000 a month. So you're already almost $200, added on to the decent payment that you were having before. So right now, 2019s aren't amazing. You can get a good deal, but not an amazing deal. So, let's just say it's, 600s, 700s or whatever. Well, now you're what, 800s, 900s for the wide bodies, because they don't bump the residuals on the wide bodies to help with that $6,000 extra in ads that they have. So they're always going to be a lot more expensive than a regular Hellcat. I hope that helps. Yeah, MK6. Yeah. Hey, if I got some money to throw you to be my cameraman, you should just do it for being my friend. No, I'm just kidding. You have, but yeah, cool. All right, so yeah, Missy, if you're a first responder, then you kind of get the idea. You might actually be, we might actually be already assisting you. I don't know. You probably use Motorola equipment. And we might already be doing it. The business is called EMCI, is who I'll be working for, which is the local company here, which they take care of quite a bit of Florida. But if we are not, yeah, heck yeah, man. I'd love to talk to you and see what's going on once I get in. Maybe we can work something out. Okay, dealer driven 100 to 200 for the one car that took all day to work a deal with. I know how that goes. Yeah. Awesome insight. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. I enjoy still talking about the business because it is a really neat business, because every deal can be different. There's a lot of parameters. There's a lot of different ways to try to make deals work. I wasn't necessarily unhappy with the job. This guy, he kept coming after me, and the position is tough to fill. So I see it from his side now, because at my dealership, I'm the internet sales manager, right? So I have a lot of people that when I bring in more business, I have to have my representatives be able to produce for me. So if I'm bringing in internet leads, I need them to be efficiently worked via email, texting, via phone, whatever it may be, to get these people in the door. Well, when you only have like 2 or 3 reps out of the whole entire team that even use a computer, that makes it tough. Yes, I'm that kid you hate. I don't know. What's up? That makes it tough for me because I can't really make my own money anymore. I have to rely on the sales team to make my money. So after long calculations, and I'm like, okay, what would it take for me to make this much money a month? I'd have to sell this many cars. And I'm like, wow, the dealership's never done that. It's never even come close to doing that. And with the track that we're on now, I don't think we're really ever going to get there unless some shit happens, and it's an old school dealership, and there's people that have been there for 30 years and they're not going to get fired. They're set in their ways. They don't do anything to bring in more business. And I'm like, okay, so I'm going to be sitting here behind this computer doing most of my own work, making less per car than what I was actually selling the car when I was a salesman. This doesn't seem right. And then the only way for me to go up where I was to become the GM. And then I'm like, okay, well, my hours, I hate my hours now, and I'm missing out on my family time. So if I become GM, I'm only going to make that worse because that's never going to get better. And then there's nowhere to go from there. Like, you don't go up from GM, it's just like you're the general manager. So you're there, you're responsible, tons more responsibility. You're always there. Someone calls out, you're in. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this for the rest of my life. And I just thought about that kind of stuff. And right as those things kind of tick away in the back of my mind. And then the guy hits me up again. He's like, man, are you sure you don't want to come work for me? He says, making 6 figures, slinging radios, blah, 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 blah. And, never work weekends. And blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, I got to at least talk to this guy and give him the time of day. So that is what I'm doing. And I'll definitely keep you guys up to date on that kind of stuff if you guys give a shit. And hopefully it works out. It's all scary, because I've got an established life, cars, family, mouths to feed. There's a lot riding on you when you're established. And he's known me for a long time, and he's like, look, man, I've known you for a long time. I know you have a family. I know you have nice things you have to pay for. I wouldn't pull you away from the job that you have if I wasn't 100% sure that you can do this. Like, I need you to be on my team. That's why I'm telling you, look, man, this is what I'm giving you. Like, I want you on my team. And I get it from his perspective now, because I know how hard it is to find good people. And this kind of job, you just can't pull someone off the street. I mean, you've got to have tech. You've got to have tech ability. You got to have, talk to people. You got to have sales experience. You got to have, be able to build customer relationships, know how to talk to people. And then me having wireless background just was a bonus, because that's exactly what it is. So he's like, you have literally every skill set I need to make my business grow. So that's why he's been trying to get me. Anyway, enough about me. That's what's going on. Again, people that are just checking in, I won't be in the car industry anymore. But I still will be close to them. So I don't know how this is going to work out. So I don't, I still might be able to kind of like do reviews and things like that. Like, I might have more time, which is kind of funny that I'll have more time to do reviews of cars when I don't work there anymore. But everybody still really likes me there, and they're supporting me 100%. I'm trying to make this transition as easy as possible for them. I don't see why they wouldn't, care if I reviewed cars for them. Hell, it brings them business. He already told me that, hey, while you're out there, talking to all the first responders, tell them where to buy the car, that kind of thing. So I think they'll be cool with me still doing reviews. So that would be, that might be additional content for the channel. Obviously more stuff on the Hellcat and the other two cars that I have. So maybe I'll be able to focus a little bit more on them. I think I'll still be able to have plenty of good content for you guys. And, if I can somehow tie in the new job that would just be interesting, that some people just really don't get to see a side of, just kind of like the back end of making the network of the first responders happen. I think that's pretty cool. Like, if you go to their website, which is actually if you go to motorolasolutions.com, it pretty much gives you an idea of like what I'm going to be setting up. They legit, like if you watch CSI or like those like detective shows, and they're in the big control room and they've got all the monitors and they're, hey, talking to the secret agent shit. Like, that's pretty much what they do. Like, they can set up all that stuff, from the monitors to the consoles to the dispatch to the two-way radios, the communications, the headsets. Like, that's what they do. So I think it's going to be pretty cool, and it's totally up my alley. So I'll see if I can bring you guys some of that content too. Content. Hellcats 2018. Jay Williams, I have a 16 Charger Hellcat with 12,000 miles on it, wanting a new Challenger. In your opinion, is kind of no point of no return trading wise to get the most money for my Hellcat being as a 16. I don't think there's going to be a no return type thing. The majority of the depreciation is gone. Like, you've already hit that mark. After 3 years, that's the majority. So I think you're going to not, like, if you decide to keep it a little bit longer, you're not going to see that much of a hit now. But I think the best time would be around now, if you were thinking about doing it. Because it will tick away, obviously, just because time goes on, but not as much now. So you're at the peak, or the other way to look at it is you've already taken the big hit in depreciation. Now's the time to capitalize on that and either pay it off if you haven't, or just enjoy it because you've already taken the biggest hit. I don't know if that made sense or not, but so it's just kind of up to you what you want to do. But if you're even thinking about getting a new one, then go ahead and do it. You're at the right moment. It's in that time where it's not like too old, doesn't have that much miles on it, so somebody would still want it and still want to pay the good money for it, that kind of thing. So I just rolled over 4,000 miles on my Hellcat the other day, and I've had it since June. I think the end of June is when I had it. So 8 months, about 8 months and 4,000 miles. That's about right though. That's, you know, I figured I'd be driving at about 7,000 miles a year. Now it'll be even less if I'm going to be doing something else a couple days a week. But, it might make me want to take it though every once in a while. I'll just drive that one day here and there, and you know, to the big meetings or something. Like I don't even know how it's going to all work out. So we'll just have to see. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and saying what's up. If you missed what was going on, just once the live stream's over, you can just catch the first 5 minutes or something. Excuse me, 5 minutes or 10 minutes or something like that. Tell you guys what I'm doing. I'm excited, but scared, you know, at the same time, because you never know. You need a garage storage unit. Yeah, tell me about it. I've already thought about getting some kind of storage unit. If I can, if it's true and everything's good and I can afford a storage unit, I'm going to be getting one, because I don't want my Miata just sitting out there rotting with grass under it. I know that's not good when it's sitting in grass. It's a lot of moisture underneath it. I don't know if I want to put rocks and stuff out in my yard, but was it 10:20? I didn't sleep that much either. We went all the way to Tampa to get the Scion last night. We didn't get there till 10 o'clock. And so it was kind of, I'll tell you the story since everyone's here and we're just BSing, but if you ever sold anything on Facebook, it's like the worst cancer experience, right? So Craigslist is pretty cancerous as well, but it's like, where do you go to find used cars now, right? Auto Trader and cars.com and all that stuff, they charge so much money for you to post their cars. A lot of people do it on Craigslist or Facebook. So I found these cars on Craigslist, and I was about to go get a Vibe, you know, because I had those triggers in to where, you know, if a new Vibe popped up, it would send me an email, or a new TC popped up, it would send me an email, right? So I was about to go get this one, and then the Vibe popped up, and it was like $2,800 for one that only had like 115,000 miles on it or something, and that's stupid low for a Vibe, you know, because they go into the, you know, almost 300,000. So I was like, damn, I need to hit this guy up real quick. And I hit him up for like 2,500. I'm like, hey, I'll bring you $2,500 right now. And he's like, all right, cool. I was like, okay, you got the title? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, all right, take a picture of it for me so I can see it. And then he like covers the name up, and it says, like at the top of the title, it said something like mail lien holder items to this. And I'm like, wait, what the hell? That shouldn't say anything about a lien holder. And I was like, yo, is this in your name? He's like, oh, I'm selling it for my stepfather. He's in Puerto Rico. I'm like, okay. I was like, what, dude? No, this is not going to happen. So anyway, screwed that one. And because that was like 2 hours away. And then I went to the next Scion, which was pretty good. I think it had 130,000 miles on it or something like that. And I got him down to like $3,000, and but it looked really clean. He just said it had a scratch here, and he was close. He was like less than an hour away. So I was like, oh, sweet, man, I'm coming to get it tonight. Bring it to $3,000. And I was like, cool, you got the title. He's like, no, my mom's got it. And I was like, all right, thinking his mom's like, you know, somewhere else in town. I was like, all right, cool, where's your mom at? Can she come over? And she's like, no, she's in St. Augustine. Okay, St. Augustine's like 4 hours north. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, we'll have to email the paperwork. I'm like, dude, you don't email a fucking title. Oh my God. Yeah, man, I know. So I'm like, you know, you can't sell a car without a title, right? I think it was a kid. You know, the mom probably bought the kid the car, and he's trying to sell it, and he don't know what he's doing and whatnot. But so screwed that. And then I went back to this original Scion who I've been in contact with, and she was a dealer. She sounded really young, and I'm like, you're a dealer. Okay, I'm not going to judge or anything like that, but that's gives me a little bit more confidence, you know, that if you're a dealer, you can do my tag. Yeah, I know I got to pay taxes or whatever, but the fact that she could give me a tag, like a temp tag, and she would do my tag work and all that, did the Carfax on all these, no accidents. I would be the third owner. And it only had 112,000 miles, which was one of the lowest ones out there. And so we left work, went to pick it up, and she's like, "Yeah, you just meet me at my house." And I'm like, "It's like Craigslist killer shit going on or something right now." I'm like, the hot chick on the phone, sounding all cute, like trying to get you into her house, and then I'm gonna get stabbed and chopped up and freaking put in a box or something. Well, anyway, I brought my friend with me because we needed to drive one of the cars back, and I'm like, "Can you?" We were like almost there, and like, "Can you meet us like at a gas station or something? In the light, or we can just meet somewhere public first." Oh yeah, it's fine. So we meet at the gas station. It's fine. But she was really young. She couldn't have been 20. I don't know, 2021. Just a little thing, and was fine talking about the car or trying to sell it to me, which is funny because I'm literally coming in like a Wells Dodge shirt, and she's like trying to sell me on the car. And I told her if there was no check engine lights on and stuff, and she's like, "Oh yeah, there's no check engine lights on. It's all good. It's a good car, cold AC." I get there and it says service required, right? And she's like, "Oh yeah, but that's not the check engine light." I'm like, "Yeah, it is on a Toyota. It's a freaking service required light. That's what it is." Well, luckily we Googled it and figured out how to like clear it that way, because if it was a major problem, it would come right back on usually, and it didn't. So that was good. It seemed to run okay, or run good and drive good and all that. The paint didn't end up, dude. The pictures, when they say the pictures don't do it justice, that works both ways. Because when I saw the pictures, it looked like clean, and then you saw it and you're like, oh, well, it's not clean, but the paint's still there. But anyway, it was all in one piece, and I was only buying it for the mileage because I was trying not to focus too much on aesthetics. But you can see from the pictures that I posted, it's really not that bad. But anyway, so we go back to her house, and it's dark as shit. There's like no lights anywhere, and it's like all like trees around the yard, and it's all like, and there's like a sketchy, like one of them short walls like made of concrete that's like 4 feet tall, and you have to go through a wire gate. And I'm like, okay, this is some like Saw shit about to happen right now. But I guess she has a little bit more to worry about because she's one girl, and there's two guys about to come into her house, and I'm like I was seriously sketched out that somebody's going to jump out and like nab us or something. Is anyone even still listening to me at this point? It's getting good. It's getting to the good part. But so at 10 o'clock, or no, it was at 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, we go into her house, and she's got popcorn. We go into her house, and I'm like legit, like I'm like looking behind my bag and stuff. And we go into the house, and she's got everything out there on the table. Like the paperwork and the temp tag and all that stuff. And we just start filling it out. And I mean, it was fine. It was just really creepy. And me and my buddy, we were like texting our wives, like our last known location and stuff like that, saying that we love them. But we walked in, and her like little brother was there, and nobody else. And I was like, okay, this is kind of weird for not only you to be doing this, inviting strangers into your house and stuff like that. But whatever, it worked out. She gave me all the bill of sale, and everything was official. I'm familiar with the papers, being at the dealership, and it was all legit stuff. So she at least gave me she put down that I only paid like, I paid like $1,500 less than what I actually paid for it. So it helped me out on the taxes, which was cool that she at least did that. And then we hopped in and came back. But I'll say this, on the way up there, I swear it was like a sign or something like that. I should have taken it, but we almost, for the people that have Hellcats or even the 6-piston Brembo like kit, how damn good that car stops. And for whatever reason, on the way up, we almost got, I want to say I almost rear-ended somebody, but it wasn't my fault. It's just the people slammed on their brakes like crazy for like 3 times almost. I've never come that close in, let alone my car, that Hellcat, in any car that I can think of, to hitting people more than I did on the way to get that car. I actually locked the ABS initiated in the Hellcat, and that's never happened. Is like almost as hard as I've pushed on the brakes. That's never happened. So that was kind of crazy that I almost rear-ended someone like twice because they were slamming on the brakes for like what seemed like no reason, like nobody was stopped, but then all of a sudden it's like they're on the brakes. But anyway, that's my story. We brought it back, and I've done the rear brake pads on it, plugs, air filter, changed the oil, and I ordered a double din because the guy put like what, some people just blow my mind, right? The dude, the Scions, if you're familiar with it, they have like a nice like double din looking radio already in them from the factory, and it's got like a cover that you can like move, like cover down, and then you can like move it up, and it's kind of neat. Well, they ripped that out and put a single din flip out from like Walmart. So it's like, so you've got the big old hole missing where this was, and then you've got a single din where a double din should be, and it just was like, come on, guys. So anyway, I ordered the new frame kit and a good Pioneer like double din radio and backup camera, and I've got 4 new tires coming because the tires were all right, but they're all different, so that was typical of something like that. But I don't want to screw with all that, so I just ordered 4 new tires, and I've got what else do I have coming? 4 tires. I forget what else I have coming, but anyway, it's like the minute I got it, I dumped like freaking $500 in it already. But it'll be a good ride, and it's clean now. And I think all I'm going to do, relatively soon, is paint the rear bumper because it literally looks like somebody had a bumper sticker on the back and like they just sprayed over the bumper, like, and now the bumper sticker is like peeling off and it's peeling the paint and everything with it. So I'll just get the guys at work there. There's some people that come and paint our used cars, and I'll just have them hit up the bumper. But anyway, that's what's going on. Sorry I bored you guys. I'm going to take a sip. Anybody else got anything exciting going on? Go, bro. What I think I'm going to do is once I should have got a scooter. Yeah, no, I'll be driving like 2 hours on like interstates and shit. I ain't driving no damn scooter. Well, it's funny. My wife, for those of you that don't know, I have a Miata, and it's a 2003 Miata with really low miles. It's got 65,000 original miles on it. And it was originally bought here in Sebring, in my hometown, and stayed in Sebring. And it was legit like old person driven. It was never molested. No one's ever touched it. So it was the perfect thing. And Brittany, my wife, she's like, when she heard I was going to need to drive and stuff, and she's like, oh, I was like, yeah, it looks like when I have to get a car to just put miles on, She's like, oh, I guess you're going to have to sell the Miata. And I was like, no. Yeah, pretty much. She's like, oh my God, really? You're crazy. Who has 3 cars? And I'm like, lots of people. I was like, just wait until we get a bigger property. I'm going to have like 5. But that's when it'll be fun, because then I'll be doing some real projects. Once I can kind of establish myself here, and we've been wanting to move out of here, and yeah, exactly. Car guys have 3 cars. It's really not that crazy, right? Okay, so I have a nice lease car, right? It's my toy. It's what I make the payments on. Okay. And then I got a toy car. It's what I can screw around with. And then I've got my commuter car now. I mean, it's not really that wrong, right? No, seriously, that an SRT4 is legit on the list. So I don't really have much. Okay. Something nice, badass to drive, whether it be a lease. It's probably always going to be a lease. That way I just have something nice, under warranty, badass, whatever. If I don't decide to build it, that's 1 car. And then I have the commuter. Okay. 2 cars. And then I have the nice Miata, like top down, cruising, it's a different experience than the 700 horsepower Hellcat. Then I want a track car, like a car, like another Miata that's just kind of like busted up here and there, and make it like a spec Miata, so I can go out there and do autocross. I can go on the racetrack, go around corners, beat it up, rub fenders, don't care. Then I want either an SRT4 to make just a badass Street Fighter out of, or, and then I'll say, and my station wagon. I'm going to have kind of like a, if for those of you, I don't know who knew I had the station wagon as my first car, I want to make a 1980, mid 1980s Pontiac Parisienne, which is kind of like based on the Caprice. It's a station wagon that I had in remembrance of my dad that we built together, and I want to make it a like badass like farm truck type. If you don't know what farm truck is, but just like a super badass sleeper, fucking turbo LS or something stupid station wagon, and be just like a sleeper from hell. That's all I want. Is that too much to ask? That's not too much to ask, right? I don't think so. Yeah, man, I don't know how you guys don't. I don't know how you guys can't drive a car all year. I'd go crazy. I don't know if he's still in here, but the wolf, if he's up here somewhere, he's up somewhere. I don't know where the hell he's at, Michigan, PA, or something like that. And he shows me the pictures of the weather and how shitty it is all the time. I'm like, man, I don't. I got another buddy who just got a Hellcat too, and he's like, yeah, I'm just got it so I can put it away for the winter. And I'm like, what? I was like, how are you making such a high payment on something and y'all can't drive the cars like half the time you own them? Oh, it just blows my mind. I'll take the heat to where I can drive my car year round. I'm good with it. Build a garage across the street. Yeah, I've thought about that. Honestly, have thought about it, but no, because this place, obviously. But you can't get a hold of the people to buy the property. They won't do it. I don't know why. It's weird. GT 500. It's just sat in it for an hour tonight. That's funny because I think somebody else did too. Because he took a picture from like inside the Hellcat. Yeah, it was pretty funny. What do I think of the GT 500? I mean, I think it's cool. I mean, it looks cool or whatever, and I'm sure it's going to be a nasty car. I can't, as a car enthusiast, I can't sit here and be like, oh, it's shit car. It's not a shit car. It's a fucking badass car. Like, I don't care who you are, it's going to be a badass car. Like, I mean, so I'm not a brand snob. Yeah, I'm a Mopar guy, but I'm not ever gonna just only drive Mopars. That's just not me. I mean, look at me. I have 3 different types of branded cars. You know, I can't be a brand snob and be like, it's a Mustang. You know, I think it's gonna be badass. I mean, Mustangs can handle. I mean, so it's gonna be a track monster. It's gonna be a street monster. I mean, what's better than that? You know, the fact that for me it has 2 doors ruins a lot of things. But for those people that want those cars, it's going to be sweet. Yeah, I mean, it just depends on how bad they want to, how much they're going to put on. You know, it's going to be expensive. So it's going to be for that person who's just going to be able to afford it and want it to do what they wanted to do. If I had the money, I'd buy one, you know? I mean, shit. Charger V6 is a good daily if I want a 392. I don't really know what you mean there. Like have both, or, but yeah, I mean they're both good daily cars, but shit, you can with the MDS and the 392, you can still get 28 miles a gallon. You'll probably get better in the V6, but I mean not by that much. $10.39. Remove the tag. I cannot believe people are still watching that stupid video about how I pay $500 a month for a Hellcat. It's not a stupid video. It's what got me here, but it's just still going. People are still watching it. It makes me cringe too, because it's like I don't want people to judge my channel by that video because it was bad. But yeah, it's got over 105,000 views. I cannot believe the one where I went to pick up the car though is just surpassed it at 140,000. It's crazy. I guess it was a good educational video maybe, and that's kind of what I wanted it to be. But you know, like the video wasn't amazing and the audio kind of sucked, but hey, whatever. It is what it is. Sorry, let me read this. You don't want a muscle car that sounds like a 350Z. That's true. Would V6 be a better buy for daily, even if 392 is a goal? I mean, that depends. It's a loaded question. Depends on how far you think it's going to be before you can attain this goal of the 392. And what V6 charger you're going to get. You know, I wouldn't buy a new anything if you're trying to get a 392. You just need to find a cheap, like I just did, you know, unless you're planning on doing this goal like you're in college or something, and then you're going to go to school, and then you're going to do this, and then you're going to have a career, and then one day you're going to have a 392. Well, then yeah, that's fine. You could get a V6 charger now and then just get a pre-owned one. I wouldn't waste your money on a new one. And then later on, you could save up for the 392. But I mean, if you think you can get a 392 relatively soon, within a few years, and you can handle driving a cheap, get something reliable and just save up money. Do I have a personalized Hellcat tag on my Hellcat? Yeah, it's Quix09. I don't know if you've seen it. It's in a lot of my videos. Scion introduction video. Hey. Yeah, it's not even. If you're down to do the video, man, I'm going to pick it up in the morning. Let's do it. It might not be till like 9 or 10 o'clock, but that's cool. I didn't know if you wanted to still come over tomorrow. Let's do it. I'm down. Introduce you guys to the Scion tomorrow. I could always do that. I'm trying to find a picture of it. It's from yeah. Now this thing I gotta click on because I'm not hang on. Auto focus. Oh shoot. It's the one setting that's not. Oh wait, there it is. Okay, found it. Just kidding. This is not gonna work. Okay, it's literally said autofocus and it's not working now. Oh wow, that's really close. You get really close to that. That's so bad. Oh, it's because I don't have the thing. Anyway, it says Quix09 there. See if I can zoom that in. Whoa, there it is. That's my personalized tag. So I had an orange dart. That's why I went with the Surfer. But the orange contrasts okay on the blue. So yeah, I do have a personal tag. All right, I'm done. Yeah, man, it's all about the side hustle. I don't care what I'm doing, man. I always got some kind of side hustle going on. I mean, you could kind of consider this a side hustle, you know? I mean, I don't make a whole bunch of money doing it, but it is money's money. And I don't really do it for that. Because if you did it for that, you would not be, you're wasting your time. I'm actually going to be kind of excited because I will have a little bit more time to do stuff like this. What's that? Has my nice. Yeah, I thought about it a lot, like what I should have on there. And I'm like, well, I don't know what car I'm going to have down here and and whatnot. But I was like, you know what? If I'm going to be doing stuff on YouTube and the channel, blah, 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 I'll just have the channel, something to do with the channel name. So I went with the Quix09. And it's easy for me to remember. Yeah, and it's not even your video, LOL. What are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about the going to pick up the car. I know. It's weird that one picked up on my channel but not your channel. I'm sorry. I try. Hey, anybody in here, go to MK6 Guy's page and just sub to his channel. Just do it. I told you to. Okay, just do it. He's at like 900 something subscribers. He needs to get to 1,000. Okay, just help him get to 1,000. Would you do it? The thing is, we're all car people in here. He does a lot of stuff on detailing, so it's a good channel. Man, it's a good channel. He's got a lot of good stuff about car detailing on there. He does all my junk. Anyway, I know we're kind of winding down here, but I'll kind of hang around if you guys want to just chat. But I got to get to bed tonight. I was late last night, and I'm tired. I want to get a good day in tomorrow. Thanks for the pity shout. Yeah, it's all about that. All right, man. CJ. Good night, guys. I know you're gonna start trickling off, but I'm out of stuff to say. And are you gonna be? I'll text you, I guess. Let's see if you want to come over or not. Good luck. All right, thanks, Jason. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going anywhere. It's gonna be a little, it's gonna be a little interesting to transition and everything. So I'll just try to keep everybody in the loop as much as I can. We'll just see where it goes from here. You guys are gonna come along for the ride, which is cool. Ooh. Excuse me. Good night. Hey, Cruiser. All right, guys. I'll probably just go ahead and end it. If y'all don't have any other questions for me, thanks for watching. I hope you guys will still stick around with the new transition. And, hopefully I can bring you guys probably more content, just slightly different. And we'll go from there. See you, Travis. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. See you, Chad.